What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. And here we are on the Trailer Park Live. In case you don't know, this is my Friday night stream where we typically get into some topics and we get pretty R-rated here on this show. So if you're not here for any of the curse words or anything like that, or to instigate me into saying some stupid stuff, hey, this might not be the show for you. But excuse me, if you do want to stick around and listen to me go on and flap my gums and share my opinions about just a lot of things going on out there in the world, hey, feel free to stick around. Thank you all so much for being here today. Now, what I typically do is I start off the show talking about some of the comic books and things like that that I have pulled throughout the week and read, and then I get into the chats and interact with you all just about some of the different things that have happened throughout the week. And today, I don't have, I don't have the stack of comics that I got this week here near me to go through those. But I can tell you, there was a few good issues that came out this week. I was looking at the books that were getting ready to come out next week as well. And you know what? I've only got a handful of books that I'm going to be picking up. Not very much. Now, I do also know that this is kind of, starting this month is kind of the month where I started deciding that I'm going to start cutting back on some of the books that I'm getting. And, try to just get fewer books from the stores and stuff like that. Just being more selective, I guess, and it's kind of something that I've noticed kind of just really across the board as well with like movies and things like that as well. Just like the interest in them has been dying down, and not for the lack of like me wanting them or anything like that. It's just kind of the content itself, the contents of what we are getting in some of the books, some of the movies and things. I've noticed like lately, like a lot of my hype for stuff is like it's really kind of flattening out after, just taking a look at everything, seeing what's kind of going on around us, and just thinking like, man, like, I know I'm getting older and everything, but, and everybody always talks about everything, trying to pull on nostalgia and everything, and I don't even know that it's necessarily nostalgia, because there's plenty of good things that, I think about, like, yeah, those were good times. I don't want that stuff again. Like they recently dropped that trailer for the new Ghostbusters and everything, the new Ghostbusters movie with Paul Rudd, and it looks okay, but I still don't, it's like, and I know they're probably trying for a nostalgia kind of thing. I just don't really feel any kind of nostalgia for it. Believe me, I love the first Ghostbusters film. I love the second Ghostbusters movie. I know I definitely saw the second one in theaters. I can't speak for the first one. But the point being is I don't even think it's nostalgia that I'm after. Like, they're not even pulling at member berries for me and trying to get me excited about that. It's just that, like, a lot of the things I watch nowadays, just watching, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it as much, and it's same as applying with the comic books as well. Especially like the more I get in and I look and I read, like from some of these like these omnibuses and some of like the epic collections and stuff. I've been reading a lot more of the the older issues in comic books, and just like seeing how great and crazy and wild and zany they were. And I don't know, maybe back in those days, maybe they were more imaginative or whatever. Maybe they were probably a little bit more original. But I just like, I read these books and then I look at these, some of these newer books. I'm like, there's some books that are coming out that are pretty good, but like, I don't feel that same excitement, that I do for some of the older books and stuff like that. And I feel the same way about movies. Like, I go back, the other day, I put on a movie and I made my kids watch it. Rhinestone. Have you ever seen Rhinestone with Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton and Richard Farnsworth? It's a very, very freaking great movie. Now, the thing is, like, it's a cheesy comedy from the 80s where Sylvester Stallone is a cabbie in New York and he ends up crossing paths with Dolly Parton. He ends up going to the country, and I can't remember where they went to, probably Tennessee or something. She's going to teach him how to be a cowboy and come back to this this open mic night in this cowboy bar there in New York City. And she's basically going to take this cabbie, this Italian cabbie, and turn him into a cowboy and get him to win over the crowd, right? And believe me, does this sound silly? It sounds as silly as it is. And is it the best movie in the world? Does this movie deserve to win any kind of awards for anything? No, it deserves an award for, I guess being at least a decent flick. Because I was watching this movie and I'm like, man, you know what? There's just something that's in this movie that I don't see in a lot of movies these days, that don't have that replay value. Believe me, Rhinestone is a movie I've watched numerous times throughout my childhood and even adulthood, as I grew, as I was growing up and everything as well, you know. And it's one that I constantly enjoy, you know, thinking about movies like The Three Amigos, you know, Spaceballs, which Spaceballs is one of those odd ones because it's like one of those movies that's almost funner to talk about than it is to actually watch, you know, sitting there quoting it with your friends. But I've got to say, just missing a lot of that in movies, comic books, and just everything else these days. It seems so much of it just seems so bland, formulaic. Like somebody's taking a template or something that somebody else did and just trying to reskin it or re-whatever it. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't seem too interesting. It's kind of like this conversation I was having the other day in one of the chats, you know, in the comments section. I can't remember if it was. I think it was on one of my videos. Star Wars Santa came in and made a comment, and you know, I kind of laughing, but I was talking about like the movies these days and how, you know, and I guess this kind of feeds into where the week started off. You know, starting off the week, talking about Scarlett Johansson and how she's got her lawsuit against Disney for doing the whole day and date thing. And I'm one of those people, like, at first I was like, yeah, but it's whatever. But you know what? Now I'm really coming around to the whole, I'm against the day and date thing. I'm pretty much against it. I'm Team ScarJo on this one. And I'm not saying that I hope that she wins her bag and, you know, gets all kinds of money and everything. But maybe she gets something. But maybe this is something that puts an end to the whole day and date thing. Just like recently, you know, there was a movie that just released today, Suicide Squad. I have HBO Max that came complimentary for me being an AT&T customer, and I could easily go inside the house and watch it right now. But you know what? I'm not going to. If I decide I'm going to watch this movie, I'm going to wait until I decide to spend the money and go watch it at the theater, or I'm going to wait until it's available on, you know, normal, whatever, however that would normally be. Because you know what? One thing I've decided, is this something I'm going to stick my flag in the ground on? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to decide. But one thing I got to say is fuck day and date releases. Look, I know. There's plenty of people that are going to make the comments and have all your little reasons why you feel the way you feel about it. Like, oh, I don't want to go to the theater for whatever. Just wait for it to come out. Just wait for it to come out on streaming or digital or on Blu-ray or 4K or whatever it is that you want, where you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. If you don't want to go to the theater and watch it. Nobody's going to force you to get your ass out of the house and go watch it. I'm certainly not going to. But I have had enough of this whole day and date garbage. I've had enough of it. I don't want no more. You know what? We did it with the Black Widow thing. We did that, right? And it seems to be this thing, you know, where I think Scarlett Johansson kind of has a point. They're trying to use these movies to sit there and try to drive subscriptions and all that stuff. I've already got my 3-year subscription to the Disney Plus when it came out. I did this 3-year plan thing or whatever. I got kids anyway, so it was no big deal. Plus, I was going to get these MCU shows in there to watch in the first place. So that I was in for that. But starting to think about these movies and all this stuff, thinking about all this stuff, if they really are trying to bypass the theaters and all that stuff, that's all fine and dandy. They can go ahead and do that if they want, but I'm not going to start putting my money into it at all for this reason. For the fact that I've decided I do like theaters. I like to go to the movie theater. Like, as long as the theater's open, I'm willing to go if there's a movie that I want to see, all right? And if you don't want to, again, All good. I'm not saying you have to go. But I'm going to let them know that I want to see movies in the theater, not watch them on streaming first. I don't want all that. You know what I mean? Because you know what? I guess is The Rock like the one person out there who's not saying or doing anything about this? I know there's reasons for that, and you know what's funny is my actual thoughts for that for why was something that Josh over the Den of Nerds expressed in one of his live stream too. I was like, that's kind of exactly what I was gonna say. Why The Rock wouldn't is because he's got multiple income revenue streams. Everything he does, like dude, like he's kind of like a mogul in his own right. He don't need that. Like he's probably like, oh, I lost a few $1,000s because this movie went to straight to streaming, and like it's easier for everybody to watch. Oh, fucking big deal. Like he don't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? He's got multiple fucking income. He don't have all his eggs in one basket. He's not just an actor, right? He's not just an actor. He does many different things. Many different things through these different platforms, many different things to get the attention on himself. And for him, it's not, he's probably not even worried about that in the slightest. You know what I mean? It's no big deal for The Rock. But then you look at somebody like Scarlett Johansson. I mean, yeah, sure, she's done some singing, she's done some albums, she probably does other ads and shit like that. But does she have, do you notice that she does the big thing like The Rock does? She got this big presence online and all these kinds of things. No. Does she want to? Probably not. A whole lot of people aren't into that. A whole lot of people really aren't into that anyway. So you can't blame her neither. But she probably invests money. She probably has businesses and shit like that. But are they quite like The Rock's to where she's going to miss that money from that movie? Absolutely not. Completely different situation. Completely different situation. And I think that really goes for almost nearly all actors. How many actors are actually in the same boat as The Rock? Aside, ooh, and don't you say it. I know you're getting ready to say Emily Blunt because I just watched Jungle Cruise. Don't say it. That was a terrible setup for a joke and you almost fell for it. The point being is he's got all those multiple revenue streams. Most actors don't do that. Most actors do not put into this and that and this and that and this and that. Most of them just do their acting thing and then flap their gums to the media about and their opinions on shit like that. So clog up the airwaves, get you triggered, and try to get your kids on board with them. But the point being is most of them don't do that. The Rock is one of those dudes. He's in a very, very unique situation in that sense, right? Because there's not really a whole lot of people out there who do cross over multiple streams like that into different. And here's the thing: is he doesn't necessarily do music, but I mean he does his acting. He did the wrestling thing, but he's got his whole persona as well. His whole online presence, just him, right? He's turned himself kind of into an empire, not just being an actor or being just a wrestler or any of those different kinds of things. So, I mean, it really is kind of a different situation, and why I would say that The Rock is probably somebody you're not going to see out there doing it. But I do stand with all the other people, man, and I'm telling you, maybe I am planting a flag. Maybe that's what this is me planting the flag. But I don't know. I might give in at some point. But the whole point is like I'm done with the day and date thing, and I seen all the I talked about this the other morning. On stream, on the morning stream, and I had to be nice about it. But the arguments for the day and date thing, like, don't want to go with it. Just wait. That's the way it's always been. People who didn't like to see the movies at the theater or just weren't into it, you know what they did? They waited for it to come out on DVD so they could watch it at home. You can still do the same thing. You can... You can still do the same thing. If you want to see it now, you're going to have to go to the theater. I'm telling you, they shouldn't end this. It should stay the same. So, like I said, and that's why I haven't even watched that movie. Why I haven't even watched Suicide Squad yet. Because I'm like, oh, man, even for a movie I'm not so hyped on, I kind of don't want to watch it on the HBO Max and let them think that I want to. But the thing is like, I've already got the subscription for it, right? But they get the viewing number, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I'm kind of, in case you can't tell, I am sitting here like, I'd rather go to the theater. I'd rather give my money at the movie theater seeing the movie that I don't want to see. Because I'd rather support the movie theater and just that whole thing and end the whole day and date bullshit. It's bullshit. It is. There's no need to change the model. It's the same as it's ever been. It's the same that it ever has to be. I guarantee you, any little argument you got against it, I mean, you lost. You lose. You never had your car. But that's kind of where the week started off, right? You know, with Scarlett Johansson and her, you know, she and her whole battle going on there with the mouse. And then, man, then what do we get? Ah, yeah. Next thing you know, we got that Venom 2 trailer, right? Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Oh, man. Man, that's what kind of week it's been. It seems like it's been a long week. And I don't know, the Venom trailer, yeah, it looks all right. It looks all right. You know, just like the Ghostbusters one, it looks all right. I'll watch them. Both of these movies I'll be in the theater watching. Both of those, yeah, I'll definitely go to the theater and watch those movies. Ghostbusters, yeah, I'm on board for it. Like I said, like just my hype level for this shit is at an all-time low. It's not that I'm sitting here like feeling like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. It's not like that at all. It's just like my hype level for a lot of this shit is just kind of like, man. Just like I was saying though, even with the comic books, because even the comic books I'm reading, just like, you know, like, like I'm missing some of that crazy zany shit that we use that goes on in like I said, some of these old school, like these old school stories, the omnibuses and stuff like that I'm reading with these old school books. I love it. It's crazy. It's wacky. It's zany. It's just not the same these days. It's just not the same these days. You know, it's not the same. And I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just me, but again, I've even that's what I've been talking about here. Is it's not just the comics; it's also the movies, the hype level for any of them. Just like, and it doesn't even matter what movie it is. It's kind of like, oh, dude, did you see that new Liam Neeson movie? Oh, dude, the one, yeah, where he's driving down the road and all of a sudden, and then the car crash, and then he's gonna go after for revenge. Yeah, like every fucking Liam Neeson movie comes out looks the fucking same. How am I supposed to get hyped up about that? Oh, did you see the trailer for that Matt? Oh, I know he got canceled, but that Matt Damon movie, Stillwater? Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Rough cut looking country boy out looking for revenge because yeah. It's another Matt Damon movie. Wasn't he even the guy flapping his gums about how like the leading role actor movies are over and shit, and like bruh, you put out the same movie for the last fucking decade. Like, I know what you're saying, I agree with you, pal, but whoa, bro, take a seat. Take a fucking seat, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm not sure if I can co-sign on that, Matt Damon. I'm sorry. Kevin Smith. Fuck, man. You guys know, too. I've sat here and freaking completely Dutch-ruddered Kevin Smith plenty of times here on the stream. But even thinking about, like, Clerks 3. Is it Clerks 3? Or is it Mallrats? Is it Mallrats 2 he's doing? Don't get smart with me. You know what I'm talking about. But the point being is, like, even thinking about that, you know, I'm kind of like, oh man, like, it's like, even because like Jay and Silent Bob reboot, while I don't think it was a piece of shit, it's just like, it's not Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's not Clerks 3. It's not Chasing Amy. It's not that. You know, thinking about it, and I know there's probably people going like, oh, because Kevin Smith's a stupid liar, he lied about Masters of the Universe. I could give a fuck less about Masters of the Universe, all right? I don't give a shit. You give a fuck less that he lied about what, I don't give look, I have no fucking, what do they call it? There's nothing in that race. No no horse in that race. Yeah. That's what they say. I have no horse in that race. None at all. I give a shit less. He lied about fucking He-Man. Give a fuck. Give a fuck about He-Man. But I can even see, he's kind of lost that little edge that he had, back in the day. And I gotta say, maybe it's because maybe he needs to venture into something a little different again. Because like the movie Red State Tusk, these movies were very good too. And I think maybe it's time for something a little different. Maybe your edgy, funny, touchy-feely comedies just aren't doing it anymore. It's time to move on. That was the past. Let it die. Right? But that's kind of where it's at, man. I'm telling you, like, my hype level for a lot of shit just kind of like, And like I said, I'm not down on a lot of shit. I mean, I'm still looking forward to these things, but like a lot of it has just completely went. I don't feel hyped to see anything anymore. It's just like, Shang-Chi. I don't know, somebody's going to come in here and go, Shang. Where's Adam at? It's Shang-Chi. No, give a shit less. But the thing is, like I said, just the hype. I mean, I'm sure maybe it'll come back, like there at the end of the Loki series is kind of like, ooh, okay, it gave us some good stuff there. And me even thinking about some of the stuff I've been reading in some of the comic books and stuff, thinking about maybe how things might tie together, theorizing about stuff. I'm kind of like, oh, okay, this is cool, thinking about these things, but still, my hype level overall is still kind of like, I don't know. And I honestly got to say, when it comes to the MCU stuff, I don't necessarily know that that's a bad thing either, or that it's anything that would necessarily be uncalled for, because I do, and I've talked about this before, feel like they are in a place where they are kind of rebuilding anyway after Endgame. They're not going to top that for another decade anyway, right? Okay, we'll give it 7 years, 6 or 7 years, if the MCU is still around. In the year 2025, if the MCU is still up, probably gonna catch a copyright strike. Anyway, the point being, the point is the hype level has just kind of died down, and sometimes I think that might be a good thing. Maybe that means that there might be something that comes along and blows our fucking socks off. It could be something that's getting ready to come out. It could be something. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Eternals actually comes out and it's fucking magnificent, right? Because like those trailers are like the worst. Maybe Shang-Chi comes out and it's the greatest, right? I don't know. They could. Just my hype levels for them down, right? Like I said, and maybe am I just getting too old? Maybe that's what it is. Because like I said, I feel the same way about the comic books, And that's why, like, when I read certain books and I'm like, oh, this book has it. Like, yes, I'm in on this one. I can't wait for the next issue on it, right? And you're sitting there every month waiting to crack that new issue open. Love it. I need to get caught up on some books. But that's what I'm talking about. It's just not there for so much now, right? And the thing is, like, I want it to be. Because sometimes there's shit that's getting ready to come out that I get fucking hyped up for. Right? Brian Pulido, Coffin Comics, they're getting ready to launch the new Lady Death Kickstarter. And I'm like, yes! Yeah! They need that Jack Nicholson thing. Yeah. But just thinking about stuff like that. Like this right here. Area 51, the Helix Project. Trevor over there at Pocket Watch Press. He's already got his campaign up for issue number 3. You guys need to go check it out here. You know what? Maybe I better do that. I better go do that. Why don't I just get in here? I'll find it and I'll drop the link. Where's it at? Oh, come on. Where's it at here? There we go. No. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Now I'm going to get this. Now I'm going to get this. I'm going to copy it. Now this is where you have to go in here. You're going to have to go in here. And you get in here and go check out Area 51, The Helix Project, issue number 3. It's getting ready. He's got it up there. It's another very good book. The first couple of issues are absolutely great. Very good quality books. And again, the reason I like this one is it's somebody that we know in the community, comic book YouTube community, who's actually putting in some work and putting out a pretty good comic book. Something I would say is definitely on the level, if not better, than a lot of the books that you're going to find out there at your local comic book shop. And it's very good book. You need to go check it out. I've actually got copies here that I need to get some addresses for some of our channel members, so I can get some of these copies sent out to them. By the way, guys, I still got to make it to the lot. I still got to make it to I still got to make it to the I still got to mail the packages. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I suck. I'm the worst. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, but definitely make sure that you go check that out. Because like I said, it's somebody that we know here in the YouTube community. Trevor over at Dark Knight Nation. You guys should go definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Like I said, this is something I kind of get hyped for. You know, I'm hyped for this thing right here too. Look at that beauty. One of these days, I'm gonna take it out of the box there. One of these days, I'm gonna take it out of the box there and actually open that son of a bitch up. It just looks so beautiful in the box though, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it just pop? There we go. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, and then so I don't know. I mean, there's that. I mean, there's a couple topics that we've covered right off the top there about the end day and date thing. I don't like the day and date thing. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Go ScarJo. Totally. You know what, guys? I'm telling you. I mean, but let me know how you guys feel. Like I said, on the day and date thing, I've had enough of the bullshit. I'm going to go see movies at the theater if I'm going to see them. I'm not paying for any of these fucking movies on any of these services anymore. Like I said, I've got the HBO Max right now. I can watch. I can walk right in the house right now after this stream is over and watch the Suicide Squad. I could do that, but I'm not going to, because if I want to see this fucking movie, I'm going to go to the theater because I need the fucking studios to know that I want to watch movies in the theater, and they're not going to get that if I go to the theater and I buy that bullshit to watch here at home. Black Widow is it. That's it. Maybe, I guess that is. I'm sticking my flag in the fucking ground right here. I'm done with the day and date. Hashtag Team ScarJo. Hashtag end day and date. Also talked about my hype level for these movies and shit coming out. These comic books and everything. I'm telling you, there's just like so few and few. And it's not that these things are terrible, they're bad or anything. Just my hype level's down for shit. My anticipation for stuff is down. You know something else that my anticipation level has been going up for? Something is killing the children. Once they finally moved on from this story arc that took them 15 issues to tell, they finally got into issues 16, 17, and 18. Has been fucking great. I've enjoyed getting into this backstory and learning about Erica Slaughter, and it's great. Something else I'm hyped for. And you know what? This is a book I've talked about for how many times? How many streams have I said this book, something is killing the children, something is killing my pocketbook, because this book is just stringing me along. But you know what? It's finally paying off. It's a welcome change of pace, and I want more of it. It's something like I'm actually hyped up about it again. But I know that it's probably going to change. Maybe something else is going to go on. Maybe she's going to go on to the next town, you know, after this, maybe this 5th or 6th issue in this new arc. But for now, I'm enjoying it. So there are some things I'm still hyped up about, but there's some things I'm just so not. You know? I'm just so not. I'm just so not. Now, the other thing we got to talk about was talking about this a little bit the other day, wasn't I? Wasn't I talking about this the other day? Was that yesterday? Was that yesterday on the live stream? I can't remember. This writer, this comic book writer. You know what's funny? You know what's funny is I actually the other morning, in case you guys didn't know, I was here on the stream talking about Frank Gogol. He's a writer. He's written a couple books. Like look, he wrote this book right here. This right here, Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness. He also wrote this right here, Dead End Kids. Dead End Kids. Wrote this other one I got over here, right here. No Heroin. He also wrote this book right here. Well, the other day, somebody on Twitter came out and threw out this anecdote, and basically called this guy a racist, and then like everybody goes on the attack of Frank Gogol. And I was talking about it the other morning on stream. Were you guys here for that the other morning? You know, I don't really get into shit too bad on the morning streams, but I was kind of talking about that. This writer came out and said that, you know, she had met him at this little thing they call like BarCon, this thing they do after these conventions. They all go hang out and drink and socialize and everything. And I kind of talked a little bit about that. This other writer had this interaction, and it just didn't really. It sounded like they just didn't really get along. Her and this other writer guy. Now you probably never heard of either one of these guys, but anyway, I started my night was ending like that. I was like, because I was watching it. Was that Wednesday night? Was that Wednesday night? It might have been Tuesday night. Might have been Tuesday night. But my night ended. I'm sitting there watching this thing. I'm like, huh. Frank Gogol getting ready to get cancer. I guess I'm going to check this out in the morning and see where this gets to. I'm going to see where this goes, right? So I woke up the next morning and I kind of looked through everything that went on. And I was like, so I took the links and I sent these links to somebody that I've had contact with a couple of times. I sent these links to this person who has a much bigger channel than I am, and talking about these things definitely fits way more into their wheelhouse. And send them this story. I'm like, hey, this isn't really like. I talk about this stuff on live stream, but this is definitely more your wheelhouse if you want to make a video about this. But I was like, hey, check this out. This writer, you probably never even heard of him, and I don't even know if he had. He's being canceled for this thing, and so anyway, he went and made this video. He was the first one actually I seen that put up a video about this particular thing, and I was like, all right, and but it was your boy Zach. I sent him I was like, yeah, that's weird, and so he went ahead and did a video on it, and then I noticed like. A lot of people were doing videos about it. I've seen Tristan over at Nerdette's Newsstand. Now, this is something falls in the wheelhouse of something she'd probably normally talk about as well. And then I've seen even like Wes from Thinking Critical did a video on it. Everybody kind of starting to talk about it, and then just other conversations revolving around this whole thing. Because in case you guys don't know, what's going on here is a lot of this is kind of just like this big story. All these comic creators, what they do is after they go and do some of these Comic Cons, is these conventions, they do this thing. I don't know what they call it, BarCon. Fuck if I know what that means. I could give a shit less. But the thing is, they all get together, they go hang out, and they drink, and they socialize and stuff like that. You know, for whatever they're basically they're jerking each other off. Have you ever seen the movie Swimming with Sharks? Have you ever seen the movie Swimming with Sharks? Oh man, that guy got canceled too. Maybe I should even bring it up. But it's got Kevin Spacey in it, Frank Whaley. Man, it's got several other people. And it's a great fucking movie. But basically, what it is you get people that are all socializing. One of them, there's like probably like one person that has a connection or something, and everybody's there hanging around, kissing like this one guy or one girl's ass because they got the connection, and they're all, socializing, all sitting there, all being sophisticated. Dare you to go look up the word sophists, because that's what you could say most of these people are. Hanging out, drinking, jerking each other off, putting up with people you probably wouldn't normally, just because you're trying to get your foot in the door. Well, there was this particular instance this one year that nobody really knows, and this guy went and made, it sounded like he was just making crude jokes, there was no real specifics, but just making crude jokes, it sounds like. And somebody was offended, and lo and behold, years later, it's a thing. Years later, it's a thing now. Years later, it's a thing. People are worried about it years later. Like, oh, damn it. But anyway, it's dealing with all of this bullshit, right? And the thing is, like, I was sitting there watching this thing unfold. I talked about it the other day and just seeing all this thing. Like, these motherfuckers, man, all these sick fucking people and these fucking weirdos out there. And I don't give a shit what fucking sector it is they're in. I don't give a shit if it's these Hollywood actors. I don't care if it's these fucking comic creators. And I don't give a shit what part of the industry they're in. Whether they're in the indie comic book industry, the mainstream, the fucking these creators doing their own Kickstarters and all that bullshit. Like, all of them. All of them. All these motherfuckers will eat their own, man. Like, they do not give a fuck. They will eat their own. They'll probably eat their own shit even. But it's a fucking dog eat dog out world out there, man. And they're all eating each other, man. It doesn't even matter. You step into the ring, you're going down, son. And that's how it is with all of these motherfuckers. Like I said, like you can even see within, like, all these same people fucking fight even within their own little things. It's just fucking weird. But I mean, you see that in everything, right? You see that in everything. But that's the thing, is like, you see these people are starting to eat their own. Fucking Scarlett Johansson, all these other fucking actresses starting to sue these studios and shit like that. See these creators out there. They're just fucking waiting. They're just waiting to fucking drive a bus over somebody over fucking something stupid that happened who knows fucking when. Right? And that's not to say that this situation or none of these situations never happened. It absolutely does. I don't think there's fucking any denying that. That this particular situation, I don't know, I wasn't there. It sounds like the people who were there have very fucking vague recollection of it in the first place as well. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like something that went on when I was growing up as a teenager, maybe even through my 20s, when me and my friends would get together, on the weekends, we'd all get together and we'd all buy a bunch of beer, we'd get some cocaine, maybe we'd have some weed, we'd be doing whatever, having a great fucking time, right? Maybe tripping some ass, maybe some mushrooms. It didn't matter. But you know what? During all of that, you end up getting in a fight with your friend. For words are exchanged. Maybe you get in a tussle. Right? Somebody gets a little butt hurt because somebody said something the other person didn't like. That's all this sounds like. It sounds like people were hanging out, socializing, people that don't get along crossed paths while they were drinking, and people were making jokes, and some people liked it and some people didn't. Now the funny thing is all of these people, it's funny you hear from all these people too. And like I said, it's clear, it's obviously very fucking clear that most of these people, probably many of you guys, have never been in a situation where you've had to confront something in a real life situation. A real life confrontation, right? I don't think a whole bunch of you motherfuckers have. I don't think you do. I don't think you have. And it's very obvious. It's very fucking obvious. It's very fucking obvious from somebody that has been, right? So there's been plenty of confrontations in my life. And not only in just like, like on the street, just like in my civilian life, but even in work situations dealing with people, different multiple people. There's going to be people out there that you like, people that you don't like, people that you get along with, people that you don't. Does that make somebody that you don't like a bad person or anything like that? Absolutely not. Maybe you just don't like them maybe you don't like their brand of humor, right? Maybe they're just not your people, right? And that could be a lot of things. Oh, wait, what am I doing those for? That could be a lot of things, because when I was growing up, we'd go to these parties and shit. There's all kinds of different fucking people hanging around, especially in some of these parties. There's a whole, I'm saying, what the fuck are these people doing here? And they're probably people over there going what the fuck are those guys doing here? And you could see there was just a melting pot of people there, different backgrounds and shit hanging out. And most of the time it was always cool. And some of the times when we were there and somebody said something that somebody didn't like, you know what we did? We said something. You said something. You'd be like, bro, that's not fucking cool. You'd stop something, step in, or maybe that causes an altercation at the same time. But you did it. Right? Now, that's not everybody. Certainly there were probably plenty of people at these parties or whatnot that got picked on or whatnot and never said shit and just put up with it. They just cried when they went home. They told their friends on the car ride home that you know what Tommy said. That hurt me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just aren't into that. Some people aren't the type of people to step up and say something, right? But at some point, maybe you need to. Maybe you need to say something for yourself. Maybe you need to step up and say something. Believe me when I say, I've certainly stepped up and said plenty of shit to people in real life fucking situations and had to intervene in ways like that. And you know what? I could give a fuck less. If something's going on that I don't like, that I don't think is cool, I'm gonna fucking say something. I'm certainly not gonna bitch about it fucking 5, 6, who knows, however many years fucking later online and try to paint somebody off to be a prick. I can just get online and be like, hey, yeah, I met that guy one time. He's a fucking asshole. I don't like him. Next. I don't have to go out there and put my widow feelings and hurl accusations at somebody that are just vague, that fucking nobody even knows what happened. I don't just have to go out there. And then not only that, and here's the kicker on this whole fucking thing too. This lady actually goes out there talking about this guy, talking about dragging this guy's through name, calling him a racist and bullshit with no real fucking proof of anything. And then, you know what else she does? She accuses him of fucking cheating on his wife. What the fuck does him cheating on your wife have to do with him cheating? That's you heard that from somebody? You have no fucking proof of that or anything, and you don't know who's reading that bull. For all you know, that was a fucking lie because somebody that you were with didn't like that fucking guy and said that shit. And you're putting that out there, accusations like that, oh, he's cheating on his wife. And besides, even if he was, is that a real fucking surprise these days? The point is, you just it's like this whole fucking shit show of hurling out a whole bunch of accusations at somebody with no real fucking proof of anything. And that's it. Fucking ridiculous. And you can see nobody you can I'll tell you, I was watching this shit go down. I'm seeing some of the responses and everything to all this bullshit on Twitter. I'm like, you guys are like what? I'm just seeing a lot of stuff. I'm like, and believe me when I say, I was kind of surprised at some of those, but yet not surprised actually at some of the responses on there. You get some of these people on there talking tough, oh yeah, somebody went and said some racist shit, like the shit that like I don't even know is racist because you didn't even say what this person said that was racist, but I'll just take your word that they said something racist. All right. Said something like that to me, shit, I'll fucking punch a Nazi in the face. Literally never seen that go down. Literally never seen that go down. All these pussies fucking punch Nazis in the face, guys. You don't fucking punch anybody, tough guy. All right? You're not gonna fucking punch anybody, all right? Chances are you probably wouldn't even kill a fly. You probably take the motherfucker, you probably cup him, fucking take him, and you throw him back outside. You're like, no. I can't even say the fucking words. I can't even use the words to describe the things that I want to say because I guarantee you my shit would get fucking flagged like that. And people would think a lot of bad things about me. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's fucking people who are eating their own. They will eat their own. If they're hungry enough, it don't matter. Throw a motherfucker in the ring and let's see if we can eat this bitch alive. Fucking this fucking no man's land here, son. You have no place. No place. What the hell? Why is it this thing? Oh, is it not? No, it's not. It's not. All right. Sorry, guys. Let me get into the live chat. See who all we've got here in the building today. We've got Spencer in the building. Says Ghostbusters looks awesome. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks all right. I watched the Suicide Squad last night. I really liked it. Nice. Yeah, it's from the reviews and things I've heard people saying, some people like it, some people don't. I mean, so it seems it's kind of a split thing. Some people are enjoying it, some people aren't. Yeah, the HBO Max dual release sucks. Movies are meant to be seen in the theater. Absolutely. Absolutely. Variant Alloys, how are you doing? You tired too? I am too. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. I wouldn't call what Scarlett Johansson does singing. Right. Right. But she had an album, all right? She sings more than you do, son of a bitch. Probably gonna go to bed soon as I know. I'm there too, man. It's been a long few days, man. I listened to a couple of her songs and it made me never want to hear music again. Suicide Squad was pretty damn good, says RC Scott. All right. All right. Both of y'all liked it. All right. He hasn't read the chat yet. Yeah. I almost wish I saw it in the theater. Nice. You can still go see it in the theater. I watched Suicide Squad on an IMAX screen last night. It was really nice. Hell yeah. I required going out and being among people. Yep, it would, RC Scott. It would. What's the matter, RC Scott? You don't have a mask that fits snug enough on your face? Johnny on the spot. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, my man? What is up? Superfan Adam Shahan? Superfan Adam Shahan. Hey, how are you doing this evening? Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. RC Scott says Venom 2 doesn't have me very hyped at all. Looks kind of meh. Yeah, and I think that's kind of how like that's how the first one was too. It seemed kind of eh, and it ended up being okay. I mean, I think its biggest fault was it couldn't shit or get off the pot about being a rated R movie. They should have just went for rated R. Aggressively relaxing your eyes says, you need to quit fucking around this bitch and read some Fantastic Four. You know what I need to? You know what? Actually, the same shop where I picked this bad boy up at, Horizon Comics here in Lancaster, California. They actually got volume 2 of Fantastic Four in. The omnibus, the original shit. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, aggressively. They got the omnibus volume 2 in. I need to go get that piece, man. I need to go get that. I want to read old school Fantastic Four, man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Isn't Venom's brand This Looks Bad? Yes. Yes. I think so. Yeah. That new Nicolas Cage movie Pig was really good. Oh, all right. Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard that too. Somebody else was saying that the other day. Aglek says Frozen 2 was better, and so was Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Also, He-Man is better now. Oh man, no, Frozen 2 was anti-Trump propaganda. The whole movie it was a whole anti-Trump. It was anti-Trump propaganda, set to music. Calling Tusk a good movie is a stretch. Yeah, it's good. It's not terrible. I mean, for his shit, especially lately, I think it was all right. Hey, say Shang-Chi. Say Shang-Chi, right? You say Shane Cheese? Yes. Shane Cheese. Yeah. Shun Channery. Yeah. Shun Channery. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I need to get it unwrapped and everything. Fatal J, what is up, man? How are you doing? Aglak says Helix51 has raised 2K. How many chicken plates does that guy want? I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a good point. How many chicken plates does one guy need? I mean, Aglak's only needed one, and I think he got two. Yeah, I think he actually got two. He's got the most. Yeah, he'll brag about it. He'll brag about it somewhere down there in the comments. That cap. I know, man. I need to get it unwrapped. To take it out, man, or unboxed. I need to do an unboxing video. Your hot bubble was down because Avengers Endgame was a peak for comic book movie hype. I don't know. Well, the thing is, like, because it was a peak, and I think they have to build that up again. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Because I even felt that way afterward. Like, they're gonna have to build back up to it because they are kind of back at square one again. You know? Yeah. So I could agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Fatal watched Suicide Squad. I think he had the same reaction to it that your boy Myrtle had to that Venom trailer. Yawn, Power Rangers. Yeah, there's a review on channel. Right? No wonder I've never heard of him. Yeah. Went into it with expectations as though it was a 90-year-old ball sack. Oh man. All right, always have a good one. I just read the I just read the comments. Trigger City. Oh man. Those are two shoots with Trinity. Oh man, that's funny. Look at you instigators already getting into it. Jason from Polyhedral Paradise, my man, says, what's he getting up to tonight? Oh yeah. I'm up to no good. He's talking about you. Oh yeah. There you go. Everybody's like, I do sure. Look, everybody's all communing together. Like everybody's ears perked up. Everyone's like, shrooms? Somebody say shrooms? It's like, I feel like it's that. Have you seen that movie, A Good Old Fashioned Orgy? It feels like that, you know, like everybody finds out like, what? Is somebody shrooms? What? That's just funny. Oh man. Look. Maybe I need to. There we go. Move that thing back a little bit. Is that a little better? There we go. All right. Yeah. No, you don't. I'm a bummer. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Right. Well, it came in at the perfect time, says Landon. How you doing, man? Like the Veedo on the wall. Yeah. I've got the big tapestry there. I've got. Well, he's back here. He's back here behind Cap. I've got just I don't know, one of those 6-inch figures of him as well. Yeah, Vegeta. Jason says, "Well, I know you better than I know you, so I'll take your word for it. But I still do shoots with you. Anyone who says they'll punch a Nazi in the face is usually some collectivist dickweed who's projecting." Yeah, probably so. I've noticed that most of the people knocking Suicide Squad are MCU stands. You know what? Honestly, a lot of the ones I've seen enjoying it are MCU stands. So take that. Jason Stroke, my man, what is up? How are you doing? Says I loved your rant. Which one? Which rant? Oh, look, Landon's woke. He says it right here. He says, I woke. Oh, planning on sleeping because he might be busy again. All right. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay. Over on ETAP's channel. Yeah, all right. All right, super fan. Nice. All right. Yeah, that was fun, man. Yeah, guys, I'm not sure if you guys follow ETAP Wakuian. Is that how you say it? Wakuian? You guys should go check out his channel. I was over there the other day. He's doing his live stream. I was over there with him and my man Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV. And man, where's it at? I know it's gotta be on here. It can't be too far. There we go. I'll drop his channel right here. Here in the chats. But go check out his channel. I was on his stream just the other day. And we were chopping it up about a bunch of stuff. It was a good old time. Like I said, got together with my man Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV. It's been forever. Absolutely great time. But yeah, that was fun, man. Thanks for being here. I haven't seen the movie. I'm planning to maybe see it tomorrow. Nice. Haven't seen Bad Batch either. My Disney Plus ran out, but we'll get it soon. All right. Hey, I like Tusk. Deranged, but good stuff. Yeah, I didn't think Tusk was bad. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was good. Yeah, that's right. My comic, Suck It Up, Old Man, can be found in stores nationwide. Yes. Oh, look. Obi-Wan the homie, aka Beskar Batman, says, "What up?" He's like, "Somebody shade shrooms?" Like, that's what it is. Everyone's like, "Shrooms? Oh, shrooms? Oh." Oh, dude, that's hilarious. It's what it is. Brings it out the woodwork, man. Brings it out the woodwork. People are like, oh, like everybody's ears, everybody's ears went, yeah, the place to be reviews. Yeah. Great dude. Yeah. The confronting people. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And here's the thing: is like, I've been in those situations before, where just like whatever, somebody says something, like, just step up and say something. You know what I mean? Because if there's somebody that's in the wrong, chances are, if you challenge somebody who's in the wrong in the moment right there, chances are they're gonna back down if they know they're in the wrong. Most of them are gonna back down. I'm telling you, like, I told this story the other day, I think, when I was talking about this situation, but dude was driving by in front of my house. I yelled some shit to him. He backed his car up. He pulls up to the house. He hops out of his car. I walk right across my yard and I fucking yell at him. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Nothing. He was gonna do nothing. You know why? Because he was wrong. He knows he was wrong. He shut his fucking mouth and he got back in his car and he drove off. And you know what he did? While he was driving off, I was like, yeah, get back in your car because you weren't gonna do nothing anyway. And that's the thing, because he was in the wrong. Now, if he had felt he was right, he might have got out and wanted to do some more, but he just stepped his ass right back in his car and drove off. And that's the thing, because he was in the wrong. Most people that are in the wrong, yeah, but most people aren't gonna do anything either. You know what I mean? But don't be. And here's the reason why you shouldn't be afraid to. I mean, sure. Maybe you come across the crazy motherfucker that has a gun or a knife, but you don't have to confront somebody to fucking fight them in every situation, right? That's not what confrontation is about. And that's the thing, when people hear confrontation, they think like, oh, it's puffing your chest up and, proving that you're a man and fucking you're gonna fight. It's not about that. It's at a time when something's going on and you see something wrong going on and you feel that it's wrong, step the fuck up and say something. Put somebody in their place. And here's the reason why, is because most people out there are fucking pussies and they ain't gonna do shit in the first place. Especially when they're in the wrong. But in most cases, they're gonna shut the fuck up and they're gonna go about their way. Because like I said, most people are pussies. And that's what it is. That's what it is. And the other thing is because most people don't want to fight. And that's the thing too. Even with me, in situations where I've gone off the handle just being fucking crazy. and shit like that. I'm not looking to fight. I don't want to fucking fight. You know what I mean? I'm like, look. I'm confrontational, but one thing I'm not is a fucking fighter. I don't like fighting. I don't like I'm not trying to fucking bloody my knuckles on your face or anything like that. I'm not trying to, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Absolutely not. I'm just not into that. But if I have to, I'm willing to. I've been there plenty of times too, right? It's not something I want to do. But here's the thing, is like I said, most people are pussies. You're going to fucking challenge them right there in the moment, on the spot, and they're going to fucking back down. Maybe you come across somebody who's not that. Maybe you come across somebody as well that's, that has no problem with it either. That happens too. So, yeah, like, certainly you gotta be careful, but, like, most of the time, like, in most of these situations, like I said, people are like, oh, wait, you're gonna get shot or something. Most of, like, I'm gonna pick and choose my battles. I'm gonna pick and choose my battle of sizing a motherfucker up and being like, this dude might actually have a gun on him. So in this situation, I'm not even, like, I might let this one go. But, like I said, confrontation doesn't always mean that you're trying to get into a fight. But it does mean that you're willing to step up and step out and say something to somebody that you think is out of line. And there's nothing wrong with that. Put the motherfuckers on blast. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see. Tusk by Fleetwood Mac. No. I love Fleetwood Mac too, by the way. Fleetwood Mac is fucking great. Yeah. Been in tons of right? Yeah. Just gave each episode. Nice. Yeah. Go check him out. He's got good stuff. He does a morning stream too. He does a morning stream as well. I believe his usually like 6:30 a.m. Jason says, I always call people out for their stupidity though, and for doing dumb shit. Yeah, absolutely. People should be like, there's nothing wrong with calling people out, and like I said, the thing is, like, the more you call people out, or the more some idiot gets called out, the less they start to step out of line with their stupid bullshit. They might be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? And also, and here's the other thing too. It's just how people are. People are weird like this, right? People are weird like this. People, for the most part, are monkey see, monkey do, right? I live right across the street from a school, okay? And constantly, school just started, so I'm bringing this up. But but what happens is, sometimes people will pull up right in the middle of my fucking driveway, just block the motherfucker, drop out their kids off, and be sitting there just like, like it's the fucking curb, and they're sitting there. And I'll go out there and I'll tell them, hey, could you please move your car? This isn't, this is my driveway, Sometimes people are like, oh yeah, sorry, and I won't let it happen again, but my bad. And and some people, get confrontational about it. Like, just for sucking, blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, like you don't even fucking understand. It's like, if I need to get in or out of my driveway, and yes, it's happened plenty of times when I've come home and I can't get in my driveway because some fucking idiot is blocking my driveway and he can't get out because there's other traffic that he can't get out, when normally, if he wasn't blocking my driveway, the cars, I can get between them to get in my fucking driveway, or even get out of my driveway. Yes, I've had to leave the home before while I'm sitting there where somebody got out of their fucking car and blocked the driveway. Got completely out of their fucking car, parked in my driveway. Right? Plenty of people, I go out there, I ask them, hey, could you please not do this? And like, most of the people, like, cool. A couple people get, and one person actually even kind of got smart. They're like, I don't see what the big deal is. But they weren't, like, being a dick. And I, proceeded to be still anyway. But I told him, I was like, look, the thing is it's monkey see, monkey do. You're gonna do it. The next person's gonna come up right here and do it, and then the next person's gonna do it, because they're all gonna think that it's all good just because you did it. Where if you don't do it, none of them are gonna do it. Monkey see, monkey do, and that's what they do. And they're like, oh, you know, and like this one person was like, oh, you know, like you could tell they lightened up. They're like, oh, okay, like cool, like my bad, you know, they fucking drove off, and it was all good. It was like one of those rare instances where somebody was like actually cool and everything, and they fucking, you know, he took off, and you know, no problem. And sure enough, I fucking walk away, and what happens? The next fucking car pulls up and does the same fucking thing. I go out there and said, hey, could you please not bother my door? Like, oh, I just told the last guy the same fucking thing. Like, oh, you know, they move, you know. There's been one. Some of them I blocked so they couldn't get. I made them fucking move. Like, but the point being is monkey see, monkey do. I'll be out riding my bike in the morning times. Commuters, right? Out there riding. And believe me when I say most of the time people are cool. Like there's like fucking probably like the percentage of people like no. Less than 1%. Less than 1% of people that pass by every fucking day while I'm out on my morning bike ride. Less than that 1%, the survival rate. Probably like the same numbers, right? Are fucking cool. Like almost everybody's cool. Like there's that one like asshole fucking, you know, once every who knows how many that is just the fucking worst, right? And the thing is like sometimes you'll notice, I notice this too. Most of the time people are cool. They get like, it's a fucking 2-lane road. There's plenty of road. Traffic's going one way. It's not going the other way, right? It's going the way we're going. It's going the way we're going. Like occasionally you'll get a car coming the other way. But there's plenty of room out there on the road and everything. Sitting there going around. You'll get people, they usually get in the other lane. They pass by, you know, they're all good. But occasionally what'll happen is you'll get that person that comes and they skim right by you, they get really close, and then every single other fucking car behind them does the exact same thing because the last guy did it. They all fucking do it. Monkey see, monkey do once again. So this is again another instance where it's okay when you're in those situations. Call a motherfucker out, because chances are if you're willing to call that dumb motherfucker out, maybe other people will do and see the same thing and be like, oh, you know what? I seen this fucking guy over there acting a fool too, or whatever, in whatever situation, and be willing to call the motherfucker out next time. Monkey see, monkey do. If everybody's just sitting around watching the fucking idiot do whatever he's doing, getting away with it, with whatever he's doing, and all somebody had to do was say, hey, moron, stop. Just fucking do it. Maybe the next guy will do it. Maybe the next guy will do it. Fucking pay it forward. Do us all a fucking favor and call a motherfucker out and stop being a pussy about it. Also be smart about it too. Like I said, you don't want to mess with somebody that might have again. Use your best judgment. Maybe your judgment's not that good. Mine's been pretty fucking spot on so far. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Just size up the situation. Just handle it. Put people on blast, man. I'm telling you. People get put on blast. They don't like it. They get embarrassed. They'll shut the fuck up. They'll turn around. They'll walk away. They'll do it. Most of the time. I'm telling you. Just, you know. And like I said, most people are pussies. Most people are non-confrontational. Most people. Believe me, I've come across some confrontational people too. I can't really say met my match, but we've definitely had some matches. How about that? Oh man. Yeah, okay. Where we at? Yeah. I challenged someone in the Wong's Jenny says, oh man, you're terrible. Most people are bitches, and I'm not, so I approve this message. Yeah, I don't want confrontations, but they find me though. I know, Jason. Oh man, I know. I'm the same way, Jason. If Mike Porter was here, he'd be saying the same thing. Mike Porter would be like, "Oh no, what'd you get yourself into now, Trinity?" Yeah, you know, and you know what they call that, Jason? Chingon. Like you don't find trouble, but trouble finds you. You know what I mean? Like it just has a way. Like and the shit it happens. Shit like it does. Like I don't even fucking look for it. Fucking trouble just finds me. Yeah. Bullshit. Trent trying to fight somebody who don't like his nuts. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Fold like a deck of cards. Yeah. Nothing a rear choke. Nothing a rear naked choke can't handle. Right. Oh man. Dick neck semantics. Yeah. Right. Dick. Yeah, it's semantics. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hashtag driveway. Yeah, driveway privilege problems. Yeah. Hey, I just got. Oh, okay. There's Mike Porter right now. Don't go out public. Also, quit yelling at people. All right. Mike. Mike Porter says, "I'm most people." But look, here's the thing, Mike Porter. Is like you might say that, but you're not the guy walking around being an asshole though, neither. Right? I mean, there's a huge difference. There's a big difference. Like I said, because most people, like I said, most people are non-confrontational. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, most people don't like confrontation. Even in situations where I have to be confrontational, I don't always necessarily like it. It's not like something I fucking enjoy. If you're somebody out there who like just fucking enjoys confrontation, I would say it depends on what you're talking about the confrontation is, but like most people aren't seeking it out and enjoying the confrontation, unless that's just kind of what I mean. Some people could enjoy it depending on, but like most people aren't just like like it's something that people like doing. Some people are good at it. I don't mind doing it, and I'm good at it, and I enjoy doing that too. I enjoy having discourse and stuff like that in situations as well. But certainly most people just aren't. Most people just like Most people just will shrug whatever off, and kind of like what I was talking about earlier in the situation with this writer talking about this other writer. We'll just shrug it off, and then fucking 5, 6, 7, 8, who knows, a decade later they're gonna bitch about it online, and all of a sudden the person's a bad person for making crude jokes a decade ago. And that's what it is. Like it's like most people are like that. But if you're gonna wait to do like this person done, just don't. It doesn't fucking matter. Chances are that person probably either dug their own grave or everybody already knows. Like, oh yeah, that person's a dickhead anyway, right? Because people like that who are them dickheads, everybody fucking knows it. Everybody knows it. You know. But yeah, but also, like I said though, Mike Porter, you're also probably not just walking around being a fucking like entitled asshole to everybody either, So yeah, the people who give cyclists crap never ride bike. Oh yeah, for sure. And you know what's funny? What's funny is I love it when they drive by and they've got one of those like a bike rack hanging from their car and everything. It's like, I know you don't ride. You got that on there just for looks. Because I know like there's actually some cars. There was somebody that asked me one time. This was a while ago, but I probably should have took them up on it. They had a bike rack they wanted to get rid of. Like, it just came with my car. I don't use it. Do you want it? But it was like a shitty one anyway. So it wasn't like a high quality one. But I was like, nah, At the time, I didn't even need one anyway. But like it's that's just for looks. Oh man. Trinity sewed, yeah. My monkey pisses his pants. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna do like the monkey does. Oh man, what did I miss? Oh, like now, Trinity, you can't go to public. Yeah, I can't. I'm usually very nice, except for when I'm a jerk. Yeah, Mike, I have a feeling you just don't do that though. I have a feeling you're not a jerk. I just get that feeling. Are you? Nah, I don't know, man. Where you been, Mike Porter? Where you been, man? Where you been? You say you just got home? Where you been? What you do? Where you been? What you doing? Did you go out and watch Black Widow again? That's what you did, huh? Or were you watching Suicide Squad? Go out for dinner? it's been my experience that the people who can really throw down are usually the last to want to do it. Yeah, and for the most part, yeah, that's really how it is. I mean, like, it kind of reminds me of this song from SOD, the Stormtroopers of Death. Billy Milano in the song, he says, what does he say? Fighting, I gave it up because I always win. But yeah, and that's the thing is like most of the people who really can. I mean, not. And again, most people I know aren't wanting to throw down. You know, most people who are always looking to scrap is those small dudes. And don't lie, you know every single short dude. It's not even short man syndrome because most of the guys that I met that are short, they don't have short man. Like a lot of them don't have short man syndrome. Like a lot of them are just scrappy little motherfuckers, man. Like like when I see little motherfuckers, man, like nah, dude. Like them motherfuckers, they just always want to scrap. It's like they're like chihuahuas, right? They're like chihuahuas. You know, like fucking chihuahuas. They're always like, you know, acting all tough and shit. You know, that's how short dudes are, man. They're all scrappy. And like I said, a lot of them, it's not because they have short dude syndrome where they're complex. Like, it's not, a lot of them, they're just scrappy, dude. Like, I can't even tell you how many fucking, like, yeah. We don't even need to get it. And I know, is that somebody's going to call me racist, but it's not a race. It's just stereotyping. Oh, Mike King Porter says, get off my road, damn it. And stay home. I'm tired of the Trinity sods. I'm an entitled old man. Get off my road. Oh, the Wife You Saw Jungle Cruise. Nice. Look at this. Here's what I like. Mike Porter, you might appreciate this because I was let me know how you feel about it, Mike. How do you feel about the day and date? How do you feel about day and date? You know, the thing that Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for, about the movies releasing at the theater and on streaming at the same time. Because I was talking at the beginning of the stream how I didn't think I was, but I think through the course of the stream I've really decided that I am solidifying and planting my flag in the ground of end, day, and date. If I want to go see a movie in the theater, even like the shitty Suicide Squad movie, I'm going to go see it at the theater. I am not going to watch it on HBO Max, which I could go do right now in about 10 minutes if I wanted to. Because I don't want to give these studios the thought that I want to see these motherfucking movies on streaming. I want to see them in theaters, and they need to stop doing this bullshit. Give ScarJo some money. You don't have to give her the whole bag. You don't have to give her the subscription thing. Give ScarJo her money and end, day, and date. If you want to go see a movie, go see it at the theater. If you don't want to see it at the theater, wait till it finishes its theatrical run and wait till it comes out on rental or DVD or Blu-ray or 4K or streaming, just like you've done every other year of your life before 2020. Jason says, my dad fought in a bar with Freddie Mercury before Queen got big. Freddie said, the only thing I like doing better sucking dick is kicking your ass. Cheese-star. Oh, man, I'm so glad that I didn't finish reading that out loud, Jason. You terrible. You terrible. Oh, man. You terrible, Jason. You terrible. Oh. Oh, you bad. You bad. You bad, man. That's terrible. Can't believe I'm glad I slowed down on reading that. I'm glad I slowed down on reading that, man. I almost read that shit out. Jason's trying to get me canceled. They're like, oh my God, you hear that guy? I'm like, I was just reading the chat. I was just reading the chat. Bunch of fucking instigators in this piece of shit, man. Y'all some instigators. Oh, how do you know it's based in fact? How do you know that he kicked ass better than he? You know what I'm talking about. How do you know? Did your father tell you? Papa got a brand new bag? I'm kidding. Teenage Boot Night Productions, what is up? How are you doing? Teenage Moon Knight Productions. I like that name. TMKP. Okay. I was seeing if there was like a crazy, like an acronym or something. Okay. Teenage Moon Knight Productions. I like that. I like Moon Knight too. I like Moon Knight. Mike King Porter says, well, I'd rather go to the theaters, but my back was hurting. So I enjoyed watching the Suicide Squad at home. It was convenient. So I'd rather go to the theaters if my back isn't out. Gotcha. Jason says my dad liked it. Hey, man. Maybe he got two for the price of one. Maybe he got both. Maybe he got both. Maybe he got his ass kicked in his... Terrible, man. By the way, Suicide Squad was a wild, insane ride. I loved it. And see, RC Scott, you said earlier that you noticed the MCU stands were the ones not enjoying it. But there's the biggest MCU stand in our chat right now saying that he really enjoyed Suicide Squad. Obi-Wan the Homie says, I remember when we would have to wait for movies to come out on tape. Like when we would have to wait to see how pictures turned out. Not anymore. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what it is. Like, all these motherfuckers are spoiled. And I know. Look, I know. Josh over at the Den of Nerds, he's one of these motherfuckers out there. He'd be like, oh, you're fucking wrong, Trinity. You're just a boomer. Theaters are over. Day and date is the future. And pretty soon, it's just going to be date. Because they're not going to be day and date. They're just going to go straight to fucking streaming. Which was like, I kind of deviated from that conversation earlier that I was having with Santa in my thing, where he was saying like everything's being streamlined. They're going to go to streaming releases only at some point. And like, they can't do that. They can't do that for these big blockbuster movies. For one, they're not going to get the money out of them. And two, he was saying, like the production levels are going to go up, production costs will go down because of all the digital shit they're getting ready. I'm like, yeah, but that's what sucks, is because eventually what's going to happen is when you get rid of all the on-site shooting, on-location shooting, which I can always tell the difference. That bullshit they did in The Mandalorian, it looked okay, but I could tell it was on a soundstage. The thing is by the time you get that, you got everything going on in CG backgrounds. You got these actors sitting there acting in front of green screens. All you got is actors LARPing to fucking video game backgrounds. That's it. You just got actors LARPing to video games. That's it. And is that fun? No. We need practical sets. We need practical shoots. We need minimal CG. I'm not against CG. Put it in there. But we need more on-location shoots, that realism and everything that goes along with it. Believe me when I say it fucking pays tenfold on screen, if not more. And it's very noticeable. I don't want every movie... And look, not every movie has to hit the theater. You think the latest fucking Amy Schumer comedy needs to be seen at the theater? You think anybody needs to pay fucking $10 to see that piece of shit? No. Straight to fucking Netflix, baby. Absolutely. I'm okay with that. But these big blockbuster movies, these ones you want me to be hyped and excited for, they need to be in a theater where they need to be seen. End day and date. You know what? We're gonna do that. Maybe I'm gonna make a fucking video. I'm gonna make a fucking video, and I'm gonna put a challenge in that, and it's gonna be fucking come at me, end day and date, and that's gonna be next. We're gonna take callers, and people are gonna come in. They're gonna call in with their stupid bullshit. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you know what? Well, I think you're just stupid, Trinity. Day and date is a good thing. Theaters are gonna die, and I don't want to go to the theater and put up with the fucking loud people and their kids and people breathing and coughing everywhere. People on their cell phones. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it from home." And I'm gonna say, you could have done that a year ago, 10 years ago. It's the same fucking model. Next. End day and date. End day and date. Sorry. Man. Look, man. I was tired before we started the show. I'm all hyped up again. Look what you guys did. Look what you guys did. Okay. But yeah, I remember. Like, Obi-Wan the homie. I was talking about this the other day too, man. I remember, man, when Batman came out. You know, we went to the theater. We were on vacation. I made my parents take me to the theater to watch Batman at the theater. We went in there and I lost my Batman wallet that had my $50 in it. I never got that shit back. But we went to the theater and watched Batman. Fucking love that movie. And I swear that was one of those movies. I swear it came to VHS pretty damn fast after its theatrical run. It seemed like it was a short window. Okay, Teenage Moon Knight Production says, sorry, but I didn't like the new Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not a big James Gunn fan, so chances are I'm probably not going to like it, but I'm still going to give it a chance and I'm going to watch it. That's just how I am. Oh, oh, you too, Jason. That's funny. Mike Porter says, yes, I did. Yeah, that's my opinion. Nice. He says, same here. I effing love Gunn Suicide Squad. All right. Yeah. Like that. I haven't seen it. Yet. I'm going to make my own Peacemaker show. Nice. Oh yeah. Jason says that theaters aren't over. I own AMC stock to the moon. AMC 100K. Yeah. Fanjecture says, yeah, let's not shoot a movie that takes place in space with practical sets. But oh, ha ha, Adam. Ha ha. Very funny, Adam. This motherfucker, this dude came in here just to talk shit. Leaving a movie like saying some shit like that. Yeah, shoot a movie in space in a practical setting. Oh, you son of a bitch, man. I can't. I do. That's, you know what? That's like the logic. That's the logic people use, though. They're like, oh yeah, how we gonna? Look, bro, we got the moon landing, okay? Oh, dang. Ooh, damn, I'm probably gonna get dislikes for that one. Mike says, quit gaslighting. Oh man, hides from Amy Schumer. Oh man, Adam says Trinity loves theaters so much he's still drinking out of a Cinemark cup from 5 years. Hey, it's not from 5 years ago. It's from 2020. We're bringing it back, baby. We're bringing it back. Yeah, it's from It's from 2020, the year that they took my money and I can't get my fucking refills now. Oh man. I'm fucking Adam, man. That's messed up. Why you gotta bring up my cup, man? Why you gotta bring up my cup? That's messed up, dude. But thank you for noticing. Thank you for noticing my cup. Teenage Moon Knight Production says, who likes Geiger? You know what? I read the first issue of that. I thought the first issue was pretty good. I didn't read after that. I don't really pull a whole lot of Image books. But I'm probably definitely going to get the trade on that when it comes out because I've heard it's been pretty good. That's what, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, right? Yeah, I thought that first issue was pretty good though. Jason Strobe says Amy Schumer will find us and eat us. Oh, man, that's funny. Mike says the future is to watch the big blockbuster on the toilet, just like Myrtle reaction to a video. Yes. Put your big screen right there in front of the John, right there in front of the crapper, and yeah. Oh man, that's funny. My parents paid $85 for a copy of Transformers the movie on VHS. What? Oh, so what you're saying basically is they went and rented it and never returned it. They did that thing, like they didn't return it, so like They ended up having to pay for it. Yeah. You and your brother ruined that shit, didn't you? What you guys didn't want to take it back, huh? I know how that works. Man, that's $85. Man, that's crazy. Jason Fanjecture does have a point. Oh man, what's in there? Your 4% beer? No, man. I don't drink. I'm straight edge. I'm not straight edge, but oh man, that's funny. Always. And what are you even pushing back for, Fanjecture? Don't you like movies? You should be loving theaters. You should be with me on this. You should be down with hashtag and day and date. Jason says, I just saw Green Knight in theaters. I want to see that one. I want to see that one. And yeah, I'd go to the theater to see that one. It looks good. Jason says, wonders if Trin was saying what I think he was saying about the alleged moon landing. Oh, weird. Who has seen Stargirl? It's a good show. I don't watch TV shows. With exception, I did watch all that Netflix Marvel garbage, except for I didn't watch Luke Cage season 2. I didn't watch Jessica Jones season 3. I didn't watch the last season of Daredevil. I didn't watch season 2 of Iron Fist. Defenders. I don't even know if I finished it. I think that about sums it up. But I can't. Like, I don't watch shows. I don't watch TV shows. Watched Agents of Shield. I will be watching, and I did watch the MCU streaming shows on Disney Plus as well. But yeah, I just generally don't watch TV shows. It's just not really my thing. If I'm gonna watch a TV show, it's got to be like stupid sitcom bullshit, like Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld. Or like even Friends. Even Friends is like, it's not even like the funniest, but it's like decent. Like that's what TV shows are for. Like just like that. Like it's that's what it is. Yeah. But no, I haven't seen it. And I know, like, when it comes to like a lot of those the CW shows, is that CW or WB CW shows? It's kind of a mixed bag. Some people like them, some people don't. I can't say either way because I haven't watched any of them. I can't say they suck. I can't say really anything. Yeah. Yeah, I hated rental late fees. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's terrible. But the moon landings were a quality Hollywood production. Yeah. Yeah, Apex says, give us some good movies. Absolutely. We need some. And, I've been noticing, and it doesn't even, because even like I was talking the other day, like look at a movie like Napoleon Dynamite. I don't even know what the budget was on the movie, but it's a low budget movie. Look at that movie. Like they don't even make movies like that, and that's like 20 years old at this point. They don't even make movies like that anymore. Like that quality, just like it's got something about it that I want to watch it again. I want to talk about it again. It makes me laugh. I want to watch it over and over and over. It's got movie magic that movies just don't have anymore, and I miss it. I miss movies having that movie magic. I miss it. Fanjecture says, I'm down with you as far as theaters go. I love the theatrical experience, but I don't want to end day and date. I believe consumers should have the choice. Adam, they have the choice. If they want to see the movie, they can go watch it in the theater. If they don't want to go to the theater, they can wait until it comes out on Blu-ray, on rental at Redbox or streaming or whatnot, just like they did every year previous to 2020. The model don't have to change. You can still wait. There's plenty of movies that I waited for to come out on Blu-ray or rental or whatever before I went to see them in theater. Plenty of movies, lots of movies. I could tell you there's a lot of movies I waited to see. Like, oh man, was it Alita Battle Angel? I didn't see that at the theater. I was like, I don't know. I want to see it, but I'll just wait. I'll just wait till it comes out on Blu-ray. And I waited until it came out on Blu-ray because I didn't want to go to the theater and see it. And I bought it on Blu-ray and I watched it and I fucking regretted not seeing it at the theater. And that's the thing. I had the choice. I did. People just want to gripe now because a couple of streaming services have fucking dug into their pockets to do this. Nobody was ever asking for this. No, you're wrong. Adam's gonna trigger me. Oh, Mike King Porter says I like Stargirl. All right. I want to actually say they were poor. Just saying. Oh, who is? Oh yeah, they were. Oh man. Jason says I don't watch TV shows. Trinity better than you confirmed. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man. I ain't scared to say I thought I know what that is triggering. Yeah. That's funny. Fanjecture says Trinity still thinks UPN is a network. What's UPN? I don't even know what UPN is. What is it? What's UPN? I don't even know what UPN is. It sounds funny though. It sounds funny. Is it like public access? Is that what it is? Is it a public access thing? Cool to see Jason and yeah, cool to see Jason and Jason here tonight. Yeah, we got the Jasons. Pretty soon we're gonna have a council of Jasons. Thought about watching Stargirl. All right. They're going to put. Are they going to push movies back again? Sure hope not. They better not. They need to stop doing that shit. They need to just keep theaters open. If you want to go to the theater, you can put on a mask and go to the theater. You can eat your little popcorn still. Apex Comics says MCU is slowly lacking in story quality. Yeah, and Apex, I've talked about that several times here on the channel, and you know, maybe you haven't caught it, but I think there's a lot of reasons for that. One, as like I was talking about earlier too, when like even Fatal J was here, is that I think part of that is because like after Endgame, everything like that was such a high. You know, it was such a high. They're gonna have to work hard. They're gonna have to work another handful of years to build that anticipation, everything back up. They've got to build that back up again. They've got to build that hype level again. They're basically back at Iron Man level. Like they're basically, okay, you know what? I mean, not even that. I would say maybe they're back right where they were, say, around The Incredible Hulk or after Thor or after Captain America. Maybe going into the first, they're kind of like back there where it's kind of like, yeah, you know, we're here, we're doing this thing, and you know, it's kind of cool. We got these superhero movies, and you know, they're kind of back there. Like they got to start building up that hype again. For one, I think that's one big thing. I think they got to build that hype up. And Fatal J was even in here said that too. I do believe that. The other thing though, I think is they are definitely missing out on writing. And something I brought up the other day is because like Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. Christopher McFeely. Did I get that right? Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. Yeah. These guys were two writers who wrote, I mean, out of the first like 23 movies, they wrote like 8 of them. And I hate to say, but that's a good chunk of them. That's like almost like, that was like a little over a third of them that they wrote those movies for the MCU. And I have a feeling if you go back and see the movies that they wrote together, they were all the best ones. It was all the best ones that you watched. That Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely wrote. They were the best ones. And I think that's one of the places where they're lacking right now, too, in the fact of having those good writers like a Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely in there writing these movies. Now, I do think that they've got a glimmer of hope in seeing that we've got Michael Waldron, who wrote the Loki show. He's writing the new Doctor Strange movie, and he will probably continue to do more work with them. In the future. And I have a feeling Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely are probably still working with the MCU in some sort of way. Maybe even with Michael Waldron as well. Maybe they're kind of all getting together because there's even those rumors out there that the Russos still meet with Marvel Studios and everything every however often to kind of kick around ideas and see what they're doing with all their properties and stuff like that. A lot of those kind of rumors going around. And that would make sense to where you got these kind of people going in together and having these conversations. And I think Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely would be in those meetings. And I think Michael Waldron is a great addition to that. I never watched Rick and Morty, but everybody talks about how good the show is and how it did so many great things with some of the things like they're doing with Loki and the time travel, and just some of those different kind of crazy antic things going on. And I think that could be a good addition to their writing stable to hopefully bring things in and maybe beef them back up again and start to build that hype again. Because I do believe that's one thing they are definitely lacking right now is more of that good writing to bringing in and introducing these characters and bringing us these stories that are fun and engaging and just make you want to watch the next movie. I think they're missing some of that. Gentleman Broncos is better than Napoleon Dynamite. Fight me on that. I've never seen Gentleman Broncos. I've never seen that. I've never even heard of that, actually. I think the budget was about $415,000 for what? For Napoleon Dynamite? Really? Yeah. That's imaginable. Of course, I don't know how much money that is. Especially like movie budget wise. Apex says Alita was very good. Yeah, I thought it was very good. Fanjecture says, but how does day and date affect you? What you choose? What a dumb argument. If person A chooses to watch at home, person B chooses theater, how does it change person B's experience? They're spoiled. Just go to the theater. People are gonna start. Believe me, shit rolls downhill, and that's all that's gonna be rolling downhill. Once all that money that they're getting from the theaters is gone, you know, there's no incentive. Like all the talent's gonna be like, guess we're not doing that. Believe me, there's huge repercussions, and you can't act like there's not. You son of a, don't act like there's not, and don't act like you don't know that there's not. You can play devil's advocate all you want, Adam. You can do it, but you know damn well that there's repercussions to that. To the whole day and date thing. You know there is. Know it. People underestimate how much people still want to go to the movies. Absolutely. You know what? And I'll be honest with you. That's the truth too. Because I gotta say, like, I was very surprised when we went to see Black Widow the other day on that Thursday. It was a Thursday in the evening. That shit was packed just like it was when we went and watched Avengers Endgame. Well, maybe not that much. I mean, there was a few seats here and there that weren't occupied. But, like, for the most part, like, that theater was packed. And I'm not talking about just the auditorium I was in, but the whole theater. You walked into the theater... Like, in the theater, like, where the concessions are, the place was packed. It looked like a damn rock concert. It looked like nothing ever happened. The place was packed with people. But Adam, I think the biggest thing is it's going to affect the, obviously, and I don't give a shit about I honestly don't really give a shit necessarily about the actors and what they're getting paid so much as the fact of the budgets that get put in to these bigger production movies that need to have bigger budgets so they can be better films. So they can actually do the on-site location shooting and all that bullshit and do just all the shit that makes good movies great. I know I'm going to scroll down and this motherfucker's going to say something to trigger me again. Oh, man. UPN isn't a thing anymore. Universal Paramount Network. Oh, okay. Yes, the Council of Jasons. Yeah. People are spoiled, but not everything is going to be Endgame. Yeah, absolutely not. And I don't think they have to be neither. I see patterns of quality in stories. Some people don't catch it. Yeah, absolutely. I hear you. Except for Dark World, those writers started with that. I thought they started with the first Captain America movie. I could be wrong, but I thought it was the first Captain America movie. But let's get in here and see. Yeah, yeah. There's the first Avenger. There's the first Avenger, and then Dark World. They did the screenplay for. And then Winter Soldier, then Agent Carter, and Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, there's got to be something missing on here because I swear there was like 8 of them they did, not just 6. Yeah, I guess it's just 6. Plus Agent Carter. Plus Agent Carter. I swear there was 8 though. I swear there was 8. But still, 6. Those 6 movies they did. And even I still even think Dark World is actually pretty good. I like Dark World. I don't think it's a big piece of shit like most other people think. I actually like Dark World. Now, it's not very high in my ranking list, but I still like Dark World. It's got some cool shit that happened in it. Landon says I know I haven't chatted much, but I hope we can go for another hour. Oh, that's probably not gonna happen, man. I gotta get to sleep, man. I gotta get to sleep at a decent time today. I want to wake up early in the morning and go for my bike ride because I didn't get to get out on my bike ride this morning because I had a long day yesterday. I had a long day today. I just want to get some rest so I can go out on my bike ride in the morning so I can feel good. Make sure, you know what? Maybe that should be the next thing. Maybe that should be the next thing to bring up here really quick. You know what? Every morning, you know what? Like, I guess this really kind of ties into some of the shit I was talking about earlier. You know what? Start your day off right, man. Find something that you enjoy doing and start your day off right. Whatever it takes for you to get your head in the right place every morning, you should go out there and do that. I know for me, one of the things I've been getting my morning bike rides in more and more regularly here over these past few months. Just getting out there and getting my actual bike rides in. Not even because before that I was doing my workouts. I was out here working out here in the studio. I was out here working out. I've got my free weights, my dumbbells, all that bullshit. Also, just any of the other cardio work that I do here, plyometric exercises and things like that I do here in the studio. Like I do them in the morning, but nothing is quite like getting outside and doing my bike ride, you know, and getting outside and doing that bike ride, getting that fresh air in your lungs, the sun on your face, and just all of that bullshit, man. Like it gets my head in the right fucking space for the day. It gets my head ready for the day, ready to take on the day. And whether it's going to be a long day, a short day, a tough day, an easy day, no matter what day, I'm always fucking ready for it. And no matter for you what it is, you should make sure that you do something like that for yourself every day. If that thing is like maybe your thing is maybe gardening, maybe you like to go out and do something for your garden every single morning. Maybe it's punching, maybe you like boxing. Get out and get a little sparring in on your punching bag in the morning. Maybe you like lifting weights. I like lifting weights too, but it's just different for me. The bike riding is what gets my head into the right space. Do whatever it takes for you to get into your right headspace for the day. And I can guarantee you that no matter what happens, your day is going to be better for it. Because even on a day like today where I was tired as hell, I knew it was going to be a long day. I feel like shit because I know that I should have just woke up just a little bit earlier today and got out on my bike ride. But I had a lot of shit to do. I woke up early, but I had to get shit ready for my work and all of that stuff. I thought I could put that aside so I can get my shit ready for work and go out and do work and have a good day at work. But even halfway through the day, even here into the evening, I'm still sitting here kind of like, I should have just got that bike ride in. I should have just got that bike ride in. Prioritize the things that mean the most to you. Especially stuff like that, because like I said, it always gets my head right. Chances are it doesn't make sense, but I would probably have more energy here today and tonight than I have right now had I went out and got it even just a 45-minute bike ride in. Let's see. Apex says even Trinity agrees with me. Yeah. Jason says, I never watched Rick and Morty. Trinity double better. Double better than you double confirmed. What? Better double better than you double. What are you talking about? Napoleon Dynamite was around that. Oh, okay, was around that. Oh wow. I mean, that does seem like a lot, but I think in like Hollywood money, I honestly don't think it's that much money. But they did do a lot of on location shooting, and just some of the things they did in that movie, I could see that. Okay, Trinity, so Trinity a god? Yes, I am. You don't know the things I've done. Because he's streaming, does that mean? Because if he agrees with you, you win the debate, mate. Yes, it does. It does. If I agree with you, you win. If I don't, you lose. That's kind of how this works, Landon. This is Second Street Marvel. We're in the trailer park, son. That's how this works. If you don't agree, you lose. And you're a loser. La loser. La-hoo, sir. Oh, man. I will say asking us to pay. I will say asking us to pay more for day-and-date access and then cutting the actors out of the money isn't right. Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with that. That's a good arguing point there. I like that one. I'm stealing that point. I like it. They should get a cut instead of it going directly to stockholders. Yeah, I could agree with that. Definitely. I used to be a huge fan of that. A fan of what? Napoleon Dynamite? Or, oh, damn it. Thing just skipped on me again. I cherish that. Fanjecture says, believe me! Oh, you know what? Never mind. Who cares at this point? It's 2021. People are sensitive. What are you talking about? What did I miss? You do get that day and date is double dipping, right? The people that want to go to the theater will doing day and date get studios money from people who don't want to go to theaters. It is, but it's not. Like we could go on and on about that. But here's the simple fact, Adam. Here's a simple fact. Plenty of people are the same way. The day and date thing, and here's why I decided I'm not doing it. Black Widow, perfect example. We went to the theater, we seen it. Took my family, took my friends. We went and we did the whole shebang. And then we bought the premium access thing. Now, I did that, went to the theater, I got my theater experience, I got the day and date thing here, I can watch it here at home as much as I want to, and it's all good, right? But they lost out on all the money of me going to see that movie at least 3 times in the theater that weekend. And how many other people did they lose out on going to see that movie probably 3 times in the theater that weekend because we want to watch it, we want to break it down, we want to find all the little nerdy shit. How much money did they lose from that? Right? Those 3 tickets might have cost me that 30 extra dollars. But here's the thing. Is I would have went to the theater and seen it that 3 times that weekend on top of the tickets that I paid for me and my family to go see it that first time in the first place. On top of the fact that I might have probably gone to see it another time or 2 after that at the theater. On top of the fact that after that, when it was available to buy on streaming or on Blu-ray or 4K or whatnot, I would have bought it. But now I bought just those handful of tickets and I spent just that money instead of probably spending that $30 more again at the theater and maybe even more than that, and then still later buying it again. Right? So it's actually not even double dipping. They're actually they're taking money out of their own pockets. And I know some people were bringing up the piracy thing too. The piracy, the pirates. People were pirating. Look, the people who were pirating the movie and did and were going to or ever going to, they weren't the customers anyway. They weren't the paying customers anyway. They weren't the ones paying for it. The pirates weren't the one paying for it anyway. So yeah, bigger budget doesn't mean better. Bigger budget doesn't mean better film. Right, exactly. Oh, and I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Bigger budget doesn't necessarily mean better film. But a lot of times, those bigger budgets, and you know this, do go to them having to pay to be on site, on location. A lot of that is where a lot of those budgets go to also. plus, you know, the whole caravan of everything that goes along with that. It does, and I know, and I'm willing to admit that. But practical shooting in practical locations a lot of times is way better, way better. But I'll give you that though. A bigger budget doesn't necessarily mean better film. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one, Adam. I'll give you that one. Oh, dang it. I'll give you that one. For Infinity War, me and my dad only had 3 options to where to sit. We just barely made it because there was no one at the ticket booth to go in. Everyone was already in a room ready to watch. Yeah. In Endgame, there was a couple of seats open, but enough for 20 more people, I believe. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know when I went to the theater and seen Endgame, that bitch was full, man. Packed. People were in those shitty front seats. I will go to the theaters and end day of date release. As long as you agree that Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, he is. Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme. In the comics. Oh, man. They actually helped rewrite Thor the Dark World. All right. Yeah. Mike Kingler, he's not yet. Yeah, exactly. See, even Adam knows. Everybody's finally come around to me being right that he's not the Sorcerer Supreme yet. He's not the Sorcerer Supreme. Spoilers, when Thanos snap happened, my theater was so silent. Yeah, it was too. I remember that. It was quiet. Christopher Bark says, Dark World was enjoyable. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was okay. And look, I'm not going to argue like it's some great movie and a lot of people are like wrong and there's not, I mean, it's not that, but it's good. It's enjoyable. Yeah. It's 10 for you. 10 for you. For me, it's about to be 1 a.m. and I woke up at 9. All right. What's that supposed to mean? Sing the Suicide Squad tomorrow. Oh boy. All right, Christopher Barker, nice. Are you going to see it at the theater or watching it at home? Quit crying. It's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. Oh man, that's funny. Start my morning off with some music. Lately though, it's been Carly Rae Jepsen. All right, nice. Apex says, I want to see the Green Knight. Nice. Christopher Bark says, just do it. I like running. That's what gets my head in the right space. All right. Yeah, believe me, I've lost several friends to running. Cycling friends. Chillmonger, my man, says, I cycle here and there. It keeps me young. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just wake up late and it's okay as long as you give it your all that you possibly can each day, and that's all that matters. You know what? That's a bunch of positivity bullshit, and that's a bunch of bullshit. But I mean, all that stuff applies, but that's bullshit. I'm just saying. But yeah. There's still no excuse for me not getting that bike ride in. Don't try to make me feel better about being a fat ass. When it's 10 p.m. When go to theaters. When give me some money. Give me some road for my bike. When Dr. Strange, not Supreme. Oh, Mike, you instigating son of a... Oh, it's Friday night. I forgot. So yeah, it was a Monday morning stream. It wouldn't matter. What? Which one? To quote Batman, you're never a god. You were never even a man. Yeah, there you go. Fanjecture says, bro, you ain't going to see Black Widow 3 times? Come on! I totally would. Even with the disappointment of Taskmaster, if I would have still went to the theaters. Dude, I seen Captain Marvel probably 5. All right, so that lets you know the Black Widow. I would have had to at least make 6. Would have had to at least seen that more. No. Captain Marvel was I think 3. I think it was 3. It was 3. So it would have had to have been at least 4. Would have had to see at least 4. Yeah. Oh man. Mike says, I saw Black Widow in the theater 3 times. Yeah. 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 On top of that, what? Probably, not only I'm a Kang variant, the Power Broker, I'm also the Sorcerer Supreme, the biggest MCU stan you know. Yep. Yep. Front seats are for people like Trinity. No, I hate. Oh, dude, I would never. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Set that close to the screen. Yeah. Theater, nice. All right, hell yeah. 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 They died. No, they didn't die. No, they didn't die running. No, they were cyclists. They were cyclists and they took up running. They started running and they never cycled with us anymore. They became runners. Yeah. Lost several friends to running. My theater was sold out for 3 weeks for Endgame on multiple screens. Yeah, it was too. It was huge. It was huge. Sometimes I'm Silver Surfer. When I'm hungry, I'm Galactus. Yeah, right. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, BS is BS. Absolutely, absolutely. Have you known anyone who died laughing? I don't know. I don't know. Is that possible? Is that possible? I don't know. I'll see you 5 and raise you 7. That's funny. Oh man. Oh, I do. Watching Captain Marvel once was enough for me. Ace says Apex. Oh man. I hear you, man. I hear you. Christopher Barker says, me using Jedi mind trick. Trinity will sit in the front seats. Yeah. Adam says, running is for people who hate themselves. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't do it. I probably need to do it, though. I probably need to... It's probably something I actually need to work into my wheelhouse of stuff doing and maybe start going out running maybe once a week. Maybe not during regular like riding season and shit, but maybe like during the off season, you know, like in the wintertime. I'm thinking I might actually start to do some running during the wintertime, especially because like where we do our morning rides every morning. It's a perfect road. 5 miles out, 5 miles back. Perfect. Straight up the road. It's a nice little side of the road, everything like nice. Yeah, it'd be perfect. Yeah. But that is true, man. Running, like, ugh, running. Ugh. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with... Get a bike. Get a bike. Adam's going to say, cycling's for people who want to... I know he's got something funny to say. He's going to say it, too. He's going to say it. Adam don't give a fudge. Sorry, guys. I gotta plug this thing in really quick. There we go. All right. Sorry, I had to plug that thing in really quick. But Jay Lungaro, the Grey Council, what is up, my man? How are you doing? Hey, when's the I seen you post. I got an email. When's the issue number 3 coming out, man? You getting everything all ready to go? Yeah. Okay, where are we at here? Trinity going to start power walk. I already power walk, dude. Like when I go places, like that's how I walk anyway. Like when we went to Disneyland the other week, I was sitting there like from the parking garage. My wife and them, and the kids, they went ahead. I told them go ahead. I was sitting at the car. You know, smoking a bowl really quick, and I told them go ahead. I'll catch up. And I get there and I like go through the security thing. And I just started walking. I'm just sitting there like passing people. Like I walk fast. And you know what it is too. Is part of it's because I'm a cyclist anyway. Like so I'm used to like my legs just like going. So when I get somewhere, especially like Disneyland, especially in a situation like that, I'm just trying to go from the parking garage to the entrance of this place so I can get in there and have some fun. I just want to walk. I just want to get there. I'm like, yeah. I do walk fast. Yeah. I went to Black Widow opening night with my wife. Then again with Burke and Cap. Then a couple of weeks later with my brother-in-law. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, Christopher Barker says, run to the hills. Yes. Absolutely. Jogging is great in the morning around the park. There you go. There you go. Fanjecture says, "No, I know you have a real, you know I have a real bike. I like cycling. Nice, nice. All right. Hey, you still never did show me what you got. You still never did. You still never did post pictures of your bike, dude. I would pay to see Trinity Power. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, you see like, you can see too, like when when I was walking to the Disneyland, I'm sitting there going through like people who's like you see me like I do walk pretty fast. I do, like, it's business, man. I got shit to do. I got shit to do. My running helped my cycling times, and my miles made my run times faster. Yeah, yeah. And see, and yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Obi-Wan, I believe that. Because there's obviously, I mean, aside from the impact that you get, your the whole body impact that you're getting when you're running, there are things that you engage when you're running that you don't when you're riding a bike. I know that. Like sometimes, like, just the way you hold yourself, your core, and just the way, I mean, it's different. It's totally different. I get that. Yeah, yeah. I do need to. I do need to, Obi-Wan. You're right. You're right. Now you're convincing me and shit. Yeah, we saw you power walking through Disney, yelling at families and jumping fences. Yeah. Oh man. Great Count says, get people to back the second chance campaign on Indiegogo. Okay, is that one? Which one it was? Okay, I was gonna say, I know I got a email about something. I think you were getting ready for. Okay, so there's more funds for immediate production of issue. Okay, yeah. There you go. The goal was 10K to start on it right away. Nice. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what. Okay. I was gonna say, I know I read something in the, like, I didn't get to read the email, but I seen something like in the headline about, yeah, getting ready for issue 3. Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah. Thoughts on the $6,000 price tag for that Starlight Cruiser Resort? Bunch of bullshit. Ah, yeah, man. Like, man, them fucking like, was that, is that for Disneyland or Disney World? That Starlight Cruiser thing? Because I don't know how things are at Disney World, but at Disneyland, like, I know them hotels are damn expensive in the first place. So, I mean, it's a lot. It's absolutely a lot. But people are gonna pay for it. They're gonna pay for it. But yeah, it's pretty outrageous. It's pretty outrageous when, like, me, like, I'll just stay at the Roach Motel up the street for a couple of nights and go enjoy a few days at the park and have some extra money to buy some cool shit instead of spending all of it on the hotel room where I'm just sleeping at. Or you can stay down the street at Great Wolf Lodge. You can have all the swimming and you can have all that cool shit, and then you can still go to Disneyland. Yeah. Great Council, what book are you selling? Oh, he does Isadora and the Immortal Chains. It's a very good book. The relettering of issue 1 for the metal cover is complete. Oh, nice. All right, sweet. My new letter got it done. No joke, 24 hours. Nice. Hell yeah. You know, and I think on issue 1, I think that was the only issue I really had with it anyway, was the lettering. It was just the lettering. Is that what it was? And it was just the font. Just because at times it was hard to read. At times it was hard. Just for that font. But is that why you're doing it? I don't think I ever seen why. But yeah. But that's cool, man. Issue number 2, Isadora and the Immortal Chains. Yeah. I should sell a comic book for one Bitcoin. Your email was for the survey coming, so we can gear up for fulfillment. Nice. All right. Hell yeah. Star Wars MCU OG. Thank you so much for being here. Whichever, doesn't matter. The fact is, there are money whores, says Christopher Barker. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. $6,000 for 2 nights. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, because what is it? 2 adults and like 2 kids or something like that? Like, I got a 3rd kid, bro. you're gonna have to toss in the 3rd kid, and Probably a little bit more for $6,000. $6,000 will buy my whole family the annual passes. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, there's 5 of us. Me, and my wife, and my 3 kids. Like, $6,000 will buy us annual passes. Annual passes with no blackout dates. We could go whenever we want. Like, yeah, $6,000 a little steep. Yeah. Yeah. But that's for us because we live close. Like, if we were going for a vacation, might be a little bit different story, but yeah, nah. Yeah, the swimming pool with the babies. Yeah. So much. So Disneyland, Disney World. What's next? Disney Globe, Disney Place, Disney Flags. Yep, everything. They're gonna buy, like, instead of Taco Bell having the monopoly on everything like Demolition Man, it's gonna be Disney. Hey, let's go to Disney and eat. Oh, Starlight Cruiser has no pool. Heresy. Yeah, that's funny. Getting re-lettered. I wasn't happy with it either. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't bad. It's just like in some spots it was kind of still made it through though. Still a good book though. Yeah, absolutely. 3 days left on the Second Chance campaign on the Indiegogo. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good deal. Obi-Wan says, did you ever read Y the Last Man? Just saw they're doing a series on Hulu. No, I never did. I never did read that one. I don't even know who wrote that one, but I've definitely heard of it. And I've heard it was good, but I've never read it. I've never read it myself. Yeah. You said they're on Indiegogo, man. Yeah, absolutely. Go do it. Check it out. Fanjecture says they're building a new Taco Bell by me, but it doesn't have the attached KFC, so fuck them. That's funny. You know what's funny is like where I grew up at back home, because what was it they were doing for a while? Long John Silver's and KFC combined. They were doing that whole thing, which I like Long John Silver's. Long John Silver's, they got the best shitty fast food fried fish ever. As long as you get it fresh, it's all good. Them hush puppies. But the thing is when I was growing up back home, we had a KFC that had a buffet in it, all you can eat buffet. And man, that shit was good, man. You go in there, they've got the corn, they got the mashed potatoes and the gravy, they had the fried chicken, they had the French fries. Dude, they had all that shit there for their like all you can eat buffet, man, at KFC. I'm like, dude, sometimes I wish I still had that, even though I don't really like eat that shit anymore. But man, it was really nice having that all you can eat buffet at KFC, man. That shit was good. It was good. But are they doing that? No, I didn't know that they've done that. The KFCs with the Taco Bell attached. That's fun. I know they're all owned by like the same company and shit. Well, I mean, isn't it Pepsi? Isn't it Pepsi that owns all those places anyway? But yeah, that's cool. Because what is it? I think that's what it is. Long John Silver's, KFC, and Taco Bell. Yeah. Oh, man, that sucks, though. Yeah, Taco Bell, man. It's kind of disappointed the last time I went there. What'd they do away with that I always used to get? Well, I always used to get like the double-decker Taco Supremes. Love those things. But what was it? There was something else I thought they got rid of, too. I was like, damn, why'd they get rid of those? It might have been what it was. Mike Porter now I'm falling asleep. Yeah, I'm getting there, too, man. We're gonna wrap this up here in a few minutes. We're gonna wrap it up in a few. Why the Last Man was a good comic series from Vertigo. I love the monkey. All right, yeah, nice. All right, yeah, I've never read it. Yeah, but was that on that was on Vertigo? Vertigo was DC, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Is it? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or did they just eventually take it over? Yeah, I never read it though. I never read it, but I mean, I definitely have heard of it. I still miss going to actual Pizza Hut restaurants. Dude, I remember that. I remember when I was going to high school. The Pizza Hut that was right next to our high school, they loved that shit too. They had a buffet there as well. They had a buffet, and you'd pay however much money, you can eat all you want. But yeah, they had an all-you-can-eat buffet there too, and it was good. They had had all the shit there you go through there. They had all the different pizzas up there that you could get. That was back in the day, man. I'm not sure if they still do this, but I remember they used to have a taco pizza. It was the best. They would put like a thin crust. It was a thin crust pizza. They would put beans on it. They would put like I think they put ground beef on it, and then cheese, and can't remember if they put salsa on it too. But dude, it was fucking great. It was great. Maybe because I'm a beaner, but I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, I do miss that. The Pizza Hut restaurants, man. Do they even have any? I mean, like where you just like go sit down and eat at anyway? Probably not anymore. They probably don't anymore, that's for sure. Oh, man. They also own Pizza Hut. Okay, they own Pizza Hut. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Crunchies, some young guy. Oh, man, you're terrible. You're terrible. Adam's drinking. Adam's obviously drinking. DC Vertigo from 2000. Okay, yeah. All right. Nice. Nice. Fucking Adam, man. Adam is drinking. I know it. He must be drinking. He must be drinking. But anyway, guys, I think that's all I've got for tonight. That's all we've got. Gonna bring the stream to an end. Going to see if I can wake up a little bit at a decent time tomorrow. Get out for a nice bike ride. Get home. I've got to... I drink your tears. I'm gonna go out for a bike ride, get home, maybe go out and do some work. But I've actually got some work I've got to get finished up here at the house. In case you guys don't remember, a while back I showed you how the ceiling in our master bedroom had caved in. We got all the drywall and everything up. I just need to finish taping it up, and I got to go up there and spray like texture on the ceiling and then repaint it and all that bullshit. Just getting the job finished up. Just getting it all finished up so it can look good again. A few Pizza Huts are still diamonds. All right. Probably few and far between. Sweet. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all so much for being here today. Channel members, Myrtle Maniacs, we will do a live stream on Sunday. We will get together, talk about some stuff. We may end up doing a stream tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, sometime, some point. Who knows? It's hard to say. Weekends I usually try to keep open for stuff just in case, who knows. Usually family time. My wife don't work the weekends. My kids obviously don't have school during the weekends. My mom's in town, so, I think she's leaving next week. So it's hard to say. I don't want to set anything too in concrete, but channel members, we will get together on Sunday for sure, Sunday afternoon. But you all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.